My friends, life is not a rehearsal. This, right now, is the only performance you'll ever get. One life, one chance. That's all you have. And what you do with it will echo through eternity. Every sunrise that greets you is not just another day. It's an invitation to live with purpose, passion, and conviction. You see, too many people move through life as if they have 1,000 years ahead of them. They live like time owes them something. But time owes you nothing. It's you who owes time everything. Every second that slips by is a reminder that your chance is shrinking. So, what are you doing with it? Are you waiting for the perfect moment? Are you letting fear, doubt, and comfort steal the only life you have? Let me tell you something powerful. There will never be a perfect moment. There will never be a time when you feel completely ready. Greatness doesn't wait for comfort. It rises in discomfort. Every dream that's ever been realized began with someone who said, "I refuse to waste this one chance." You only get one shot at being the best version of yourself. One shot to love deeply, to forgive fully, to dream boldly, and to rise courageously. The world doesn't need more people who play it safe. The world needs people who dare to live as if their hearts are on fire. People who know that their time here is limited and decide to make it count. Think about it. How many people have left this world with their songs still unsung? How many dreams have died in silence because someone waited too long, doubted too much, or settled too soon? Don't let that be your story. Don't let your potential be buried beneath excuses and fear. You were not created to simply exist. You were created to live. You were given this one life, not to drift aimlessly, but to make a difference. You have gifts, talents, and purpose written into your soul. And it's your responsibility to use them before your time runs out. Because when your final day comes, it won't be your possessions that matter. It won't be the opinions of others. What will matter is whether you lived courageously, loved completely, and left this world better than you found it. So many of us wait for permission to start, to dream, to believe. But life doesn't wait. You don't need permission to become who you were meant to be. You don't need approval to follow your calling. You just need courage. The courage to take that first step when everything inside you screams, wet. You have one chance to rise after failure, one chance to heal after heartbreak, one chance to turn pain into power. Don't waste it trying to fit in when you were born to stand out. Don't waste it doubting what's already inside you. The only thing standing between you and the life you were created for is the belief that it's possible. Every breath you take is a reminder. Your time is running, and that's not meant to scare you. It's meant to wake you up. Because the truth is, no one knows how much time they have left. You might have decades, or you might only have days. But if you live each day as if it's your last, you'll live with intensity, gratitude, and purpose. Stop saying someday. Someday is not on the calendar. All you have is today, this moment. The choices you make right now are shaping the story you'll one day leave behind. So live boldly, dream fearlessly, forgive quickly, love relentlessly, and fight for what sets your soul on fire. When you wake up tomorrow, remember this: you have one life, one chance. Don't trade it for fear. Don't waste it on regret. Don't give it away to distractions or doubt. Live in such a way that when your story ends, the world will know you were here. So rise up. Take your shot. Do it scared if you must, but do it. This is your life, your chance. And once it's gone forever. Life is a limited gift. You don't get to live it twice. You don't get to rewind the moments you wasted or relive the chances you ignored. The clock is always moving, and every tick reminds you that time is slipping through your fingers. Yet most people live as if tomorrow is guaranteed. They move through life half awake, making plans for a future they may never see, all while missing the beauty and urgency of today. Every morning you open your eyes is a miracle. It's another chance to live, to love, to grow, to forgive, to try again. But it's also one less day you have left. That truth should not bring fear. It should awaken passion. It should make you grateful for every heartbeat, every breath, every sunrise that greets you with new possibilities. Because one day there will be a sunrise you will not see. One day your chance will end. So why waste your limited time living small, doubting yourself, or being afraid of what others think? Life doesn't promise you tomorrow. It doesn't give you a guarantee of next week, next month, or next year. All you truly have is this moment, right here, right now. The people who understand this live differently. They speak from their hearts. They chase their dreams with fire. They love deeply, forgive quickly, and take risks that others are too afraid to take. They live with an urgency that says, I may not have forever, but I have today, and I'm going to make it count. Too many people spend their lives waiting for someday. Someday I'll start that business. Someday I'll say sorry. Someday I'll chase my dream. But someday never comes. Someday is a thief. It robs you of your chance to live fully in the present. The truth is, there is no perfect time. There is only now. Life rewards those who move, who act, who refuse to wait for permission. You were given life for a reason. You weren't placed on this earth to drift or exist without direction. Deep inside you, there is a purpose calling you to something greater. There's a dream that refuses to die, a vision that won't let you rest. That's not an accident. That's your soul reminding you that time is short and that your calling matters. Don't silence that voice. Don't bury your purpose beneath fear and excuses. You have been given a limited gift, and how you use it will define your legacy. Every great story begins with someone who understood that life is short. They didn't wait for the perfect moment. They created it. They didn't let fear hold them hostage. They broke free from it. They lived as if each day was a divine opportunity to do something meaningful. And because of that, their lives still echo long after they're gone. The question is, what will your echo sound like? One of the saddest things in life is not death. It's reaching the end and realizing you never truly lived. So many people go through life building comfort instead of courage. They trade their dreams for safety. They chase approval instead of purpose. They settle for existence when they were made for greatness. And when their time runs out, they're left with regret, wishing they had taken the risks, spoken their truth, and followed their hearts. Don't let that be you. Don't let fear or doubt rob you of the only life you've been given. You were not born to simply pay bills and die. You were born to create, to lead, to love, to change lives, to shine your light so bright that others find their way through your example. Every time you hold back your potential, the world loses something only you could give. When you understand that life is a limited gift, you begin to live with intention. You stop wasting time on meaningless things, on gossip, comparison, and negativity. You realize that your time and energy are sacred. You start spending them on what truly matters: growth, gratitude, love, and purpose. You choose peace over pride, forgiveness over resentment, and progress over perfection. Because in the end, no one remembers how perfect you were. They remember how you made them feel, how you lived, and how you loved. There will be days when life feels hard, when the road seems too long, when you question whether it's all worth it. But in those moments, remind yourself this is your only chance. The pain you feel now, the struggles you face, the doubts you carry, they're all part of the journey that shapes you. Every challenge is a reminder that you're alive, that you still have a purpose to fulfill. You can't control how long you live, but you can control how deeply you live while you're here. Imagine standing at the end of your life, looking back. What would you want to see? A life of fear or a life of faith? A life of regret or a life of courage? You have the power to decide that story right now. Every decision, every act of kindness, every risk you take, it all adds up to the story you'll leave behind. Don't wait until it's too late to start living the life you were meant for. If you have a dream, chase it now. If you love someone, tell them now. If you need to forgive, do it now. Don't wait for a better time. This is your time. Every breath you take is a gift. Every heartbeat is a reminder that you still have a purpose. Life doesn't need to be perfect to be beautiful. It just needs to be lived with honesty, courage, and gratitude. You are not promised forever, but you are promised today. Make today worth remembering. Wake up with gratitude. Walk with confidence. Love with your whole heart. Speak truth even when your voice trembles and when fear whispers that you can't. Remember, you only get one chance at this. So, give it everything you've got. One day, the clock will stop. But when it does, make sure your story is worth telling. Make sure your life wasn't just long, but full of love, full of lessons, full of purpose, full of moments that made you come alive. Because life is not measured by the number of breaths you take, but by the moments that take your breath away. So, live boldly, dream fiercely, forgive freely, and never forget, the greatest tragedy is not dying young, but living without meaning. You have one life, one chance. Make it count. Courage defines destiny. It's the invisible bridge that stands between who you are and who you are meant to become. It's the heartbeat of every great dream, the fire that keeps burning even when everything around you goes dark. You see, without courage, even the strongest talent remains hidden. Without courage, even the greatest dreams fade into silence. But with courage, an ordinary person can do extraordinary things. Every person who ever achieved something meaningful had to face fear first. They didn't wake up fearless, they woke up determined. Courage doesn't mean the absence of fear. It means standing firm in spite of it. It's choosing to move when your knees tremble, to speak when your voice shakes, and to keep going when everything in you wants to quit. Destiny doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who dare. Think about it. Every major shift in history was sparked by someone who refused to settle. Someone who said, I may be scared, but I'm still going forward. The greatest victories were not won by those who had everything figured out. They were won by those who believed in something greater than their fear. When you understand that courage is not a feeling, but a decision, your whole life changes. Every dream you have will demand courage from you. The courage to begin when no one believes in you. The courage to continue when everything seems to fall apart. The courage to walk away from what's easy and chase what's meaningful. Courage is the price of admission to the life you truly want. You can have goals, passion, and vision, but without courage, they stay locked in your heart as what could have been. You don't get to your destiny by playing it safe. Playing it safe builds comfort, not character. Playing it safe might protect you from failure, but it also robs you of growth. Life doesn't reward the timid, it rewards the brave. Those who risk falling are the ones who learn to rise higher. Every failure is a step forward for the one who refuses to give up. Courage will test you. It will ask you to keep going when the world says stop. It will challenge you to forgive when it's easier to hold grudges. It will push you to dream again after disappointment. Courage will not make your path easy, but it will make it worthwhile. Because destiny doesn't belong to the comfortable. It belongs to the courageous. There will be moments when life will try to break you, when you'll lose people, opportunities, and even confidence. But in those moments, courage whispers, "This is not the end." It reminds you that storms don't last forever, and that pain can become your power. Courage gives you the strength to turn obstacles into stepping stones. It teaches you to rise stronger every time you fall. You can't rewrite your past, but you can be courageous enough to create a better future. Every day, you are faced with choices that either lead you toward your destiny or away from it. Fear will always try to hold you back, whispering lies that you're not ready, not good enough, not capable. But courage silences that voice. Courage says, "I may not have all the answers, but I will take the step anyway." Your destiny begins where your fear ends. The moment you stop letting fear control you, life begins to open up. You start to see possibilities instead of problems, lessons instead of losses. You realize that the same fear that tries to stop you is actually the doorway to your next level. Walk through it, and you'll discover strength you never knew you had. Courage is not something you find. It's something you build. Every time you face your fear, you get stronger. Every time you stand up after a setback, you grow braver. The secret to courage is not waiting until you feel ready. It's taking action before you do. Every act of bravery adds another brick to the foundation of your destiny. So many people live half alive because they let fear make their choices. They stay in toxic jobs, unhealthy relationships, or unfulfilled lives because they're afraid of change. But courage is freedom. It's the key that unlocks the prison of fear. The moment you decide to be brave enough to change, you begin to live. You might fail. You might fall. You might lose some people along the way. But you will find yourself. You will find your purpose. You will discover that you are stronger than you ever imagined. Courage doesn't promise perfection. It promises progress. It doesn't remove pain. It transforms it. It takes your scars and turns them into symbols of survival. When you act with courage, you inspire others to do the same. Your bravery becomes a spark that lights fires in the hearts of those who have forgotten how to dream. Courage is contagious. When one person stands up, others find the strength to rise too. That's how change begins. That's how legacies are built. You have one life, one chance. Don't waste it hiding behind fear. Don't let comfort steal your calling. Choose courage, even when it's hard. Choose to chase the dream that scares you most. Choose to believe in yourself when no one else does, because on the other side of that fear lies the life you were born to live. One day you'll look back and realize that every risk, every tear, every sleepless night was worth it, because courage shaped your story. It carried you through the fire and turned you into someone unshakable. That's what destiny does. It refines you through challenges and rewards you with purpose. So whatever mountain stands before you, face it. Whatever voice tells you to quit, silence it. Whatever fear holds you back, confront it. Destiny is waiting for the one who dares to rise. You are stronger than your doubts, braver than your fears, greater than your past. Don't let this one life pass by unlived. Step into your destiny with courage, because in the end, it's not the years that define your story. It's the moments when you were brave enough to live it fully, live with purpose and passion. That is the heartbeat of a meaningful life. Without purpose, you exist, but you do not live. Without passion, you move, but you do not feel. The difference between those who simply breathe and those who truly live is the fire that burns inside of them. The unshakable belief that their life matters and that they were created for something more. Every great life begins with a decision to live intentionally. You can drift through your days, following the crowd, living for approval, doing what's safe and predictable. Or you can rise above mediocrity and choose to live with a sense of direction and meaning. Purpose is not something you find by accident. It is something you build through choices, persistence, and faith. It's that quiet voice inside that whispers, "You were made for more than this." Living with purpose means you wake up knowing that your existence is not random. You're here for a reason. Your life has a mission that no one else can fulfill. You may not have it all figured out, but deep within you lies a calling, a cause that ignites your spirit, a dream that won't let you rest. Don't ignore that voice. Don't silence your soul just to blend in with those who gave up on theirs. Passion is the fuel that keeps purpose alive. It's what gives you the strength to keep going when things get hard. Passion doesn't mean you'll always feel motivated or happy. It means you're willing to endure the struggle because what you're chasing means something to you. It's about finding that one thing that makes your heart come alive and then giving it everything you have. When you live with passion, obstacles become opportunities, setbacks become lessons, pain becomes power. So many people spend their entire lives chasing comfort, approval, and security. They wake up, go through the motions, and call it living. But one day, they look back and realize they never truly lived. They never took the risk. They never followed their dream. They never said the words they wanted to say or loved the way they could have loved. Don't let that be your story. Life is too short to play small, too fragile to live half-heartedly, too sacred to waste on fear. Living with purpose and passion is not about being perfect. It's about being real. It's about embracing your flaws, your past, your failures, and using them to build something beautiful. You are not defined by your mistakes. You are defined by how you rise after them. The person who keeps moving forward, even when the world says quit, is the one who truly lives with passion. Ask yourself today, what drives you? What breaks your heart? What makes you feel alive? Somewhere in the answer to those questions lies your purpose. Maybe it's helping others. Maybe it's creating something meaningful. Maybe it's fighting for justice. Or maybe it's simply being a light in someone else's darkness. Whatever it is, pursue it with everything inside you. Don't wait for the world to give you permission to start. Start where you are, with what you have, and let your passion grow as you move forward. You will face opposition. You will be misunderstood. You will have days when doubt screams louder than hope. But remember, this purpose will always demand perseverance. Every meaningful life is built on a foundation of struggle, sacrifice, and resilience. The people who change the world are not those who never fall. They are those who never stop getting back up. When you live with purpose and passion, you stop chasing happiness and start creating it. You realize that joy doesn't come from possessions or praise. It comes from progress, from knowing you're walking the path you were meant to walk. There is a kind of peace that only comes when you're doing what you were born to do, even if no one else understands it. The world around you will try to pull you in 1,000 directions. It will tempt you to settle for average, to compare your journey with someone else's, to measure your worth by numbers and opinions. Don't fall for it. Stay rooted in your vision. The truth is, living with passion often means walking alone for a while. But that's the path of every person who's ever made a difference. Your life is like a flame. If you don't protect it, the winds of doubt and fear will blow it out. Feed it with purpose, strengthen it with passion, and let it light the way for others. You might think your actions are small, but a single spark can start a wildfire. Every act of kindness, every brave choice, every dream you chase adds more light to a world that desperately needs it. At the end of your days, when you look back on your life, what will matter most is not what you earned, but what you gave. Not what you owned, but what you inspired. You will measure your life not in years, but in impact. How many lives you touched, how many hearts you lifted, how much love you gave. To live with purpose and passion means to live with gratitude. It means recognizing that every sunrise is another chance to make a difference. Every breath is an opportunity to start again. You are not promised tomorrow, but you have today. And that is enough. Don't wait until life forces you to appreciate what you have. Live fully now. There will come a time when you'll look back and realize how far you've come, how much you've endured, and how every trial shaped you into the person you were meant to be. That's the beauty of a purpose-driven life. It transforms your pain into wisdom and your struggles into strength. So live with passion, dream with fire in your soul, chase the things that set your heart ablaze. Don't just exist. Create, give, inspire, and love with everything you have. This world doesn't need more people who are simply surviving. It needs more people who are truly alive. Your time is now, not tomorrow, not someday, right now. Live with purpose and passion, and when your final day comes, you'll have no regrets, only gratitude for the life you truly lived.